Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Friday, December 30th, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. This will be the final broadcast for 2016. We will not be broadcasting on Monday, January 2nd. The next broadcast will be Tuesday, January 3rd, 2017. In a bit of a head-spinning diplomatic contretemps going back and forth yesterday at about 2 p.m., the Obama administration announced that they were expelling 35 Russian diplomats from the United States, closing 2 Russian diplomatic facilities, and enacting specific economic sanctions against at least 5 Russian officials. This was in addition to other cyber moves that the administration said it would not announce publicly. This is in response to the Russian hacking of the Democratic National Committee and attempts to influence the presidential election. Surprisingly, President Vladimir Putin of Russia decided not to respond and not to eject any American diplomats from Moscow, and in fact did one better, invited the children of American diplomats stationed in Moscow to join him for a Christmas celebration at a main Russian Orthodox cathedral in Moscow. Mr. Putin apparently is waiting for January 20th when President Trump will take office. Meanwhile, JLT Re says that global property and casualty reinsurance premiums declined by 5.7% at the January 1st renewals. JLT said that this is a smaller decline than in previous years, and that a bottom apparently might yet be in sight. This is for the dwindling premium rates on reinsurance pricing. Meanwhile, Kroll Ratings said that the reinsurers are facing a very challenging 2017, much more so than 2016, and said that a number of them will be lucky to break even. Kroll cited the normal confluence of bad events for reinsurers, namely paltry investment returns, declining reinsurance pricing, as well as an interesting observation by Kroll, a heavier than average non-catastrophe related claims bill that reinsurers are facing that is not allowing them necessarily to increase premiums. Part of that heavier than average non-catastrophic claim average stems from things such as the next story. German reinsurers apparently say that they're facing $2 billion in euro losses as a result of claims from heavy rain, hail, and spring storms for 2016. Although this is less than the 10-year average of 2.4 billion euros, an industry association does note that 3 storms in late May and early June had brought an unprecedented amount of rain claim damage. In the Aleutian Islands in Alaska, near the town of Bogoslof, the volcano has erupted, throwing ash some 20,000 feet into the sky. Scientists say that seismic instruments on the island are indicating heavy seismic activity and warn that the volcano could continue to erupt. Of course, this is something that could be a threat to international air traffic in the Pacific. There was a 6.2 earthquake in Indonesia at 6:30 p.m. local time yesterday. It was in the Sumbawa region, about 700 miles east of Jakarta. There were no tsunami warnings issued and no reports of any damage. The tremors, however, were felt significantly in the resort town of Bali, which is crowded with tourists currently at the holiday period. And in Warsaw, at the main international airport named after the composer Frédéric Chopin, an airplane from Enter Air, a Polish charter company, took off with some 193 people on board bound for Cyprus and then on to Kenya. The plane apparently shortly after takeoff encountered a bird and circled then for 90 minutes to burn fuel and then landed back at the Warsaw airport to be checked over and then proceeded on its way. One would have thought that they would have flown out over an area that was unpopulated to dump fuel rather than just circle. We wish everybody a very happy new year. It's been a very event-filled year, 2016. Let us hope that 2017 is a little more calm, and if not, we'll be here to tell you about it. Thank you for watching, and have a good celebration.